What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. First of all, y'all already know, and I'm so glad nobody was like, "Oh my God, Ashley, what a video!" Because I already told y'all. Girl, I had to watch the Grammys last night. Anyway, no more Grammy talk. Because I'm really, really frustrated. I'm really, really frustrated. Because, girl, Ticketmaster, count your days, okay? Count your days. Girl, why it look like that? Baby, what's going on? It look a little dark. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, girl. I don't care. And then, y'all, listen. So, I've been working out, right? A little bit more than I usually do. Girl, I've been, non-stop and all that stuff. And your girl, when she get into the mode of actually wanting to do some exercises and get on this fitness journey, because I've done it before and I go nonstop, until something makes me stop. Literally, that's literally what it be. It's like, if it ain't one thing, it's another. My ankle hurt. My ankle hurt. And it's the one that, had the surgery. So I'm literally sitting here with a bag of frozen Brussels sprouts on it, okay? Because it's a little inflamed. It's a little swollen, just slightly swollen or whatever. Because technically speaking, it's still not all the way healed. Girl, I said, what the is going on? Why this thing taking forever? But you know what? Your girl just trying to get her life together. But I'll be alright. So let's just get up into the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now let me tell you something. Now, I was looking at the Grammys and I was on the timeline the whole time, and it was two different type of conversations that was going on. It was Grammy talk and it was Real Housewives of Potomac talk, right? And the majority of the Real Housewives of Potomac tweets that was just coming through my timeline, and I was not really trying to look at them. Girl, y'all was saying that this episode was lackluster. Okay, y'all said the episode was booty. I said, oh my goodness, so the finale really wasn't finale? Y'all said it wasn't. So now I'm finna watch it and see what it is, okay? So this is season 7, episode 17, the grand finale. Literally, that's the name of the episode. So we get up into the episode, and the first thing that we see is Ashley taking Dean to a little restaurant. I guess they was having mommy son time. That's cute or whatever, but let me just tell you this, and no shade to my people that got kids, especially these little toddlers, because I know how they be. Baby, I be around them damn near every day at work, okay? And maybe that's the reason why I had this, like, feeling towards them. Girl, I feel like this just a little bit too. Maybe it's my eyeballs. Anyway, y'all can see me, y'all can hear me. But girl, I just feel like it's like dark, like is my camera I'm just particular. But anyway, girl, Lil Dean came up in there and he was just throwing little tantrums. I said, you gonna sit your ass in? I said, see, Ashley probably do that gentle parenting stuff. Girl, I ain't come from the school of no gentle parenting. I'm talking like I got kids. I didn't come from the school of gentle parenting. My mama popped my ass, okay? And we ain't get beatings. We got, okay? I don't see nothing wrong with a little, you gonna sit that ass down and you gonna be quiet, okay? We gonna act like we got some sense. Ashley ain't do none of that, and it's one thing if you don't want to pop your kid on camera, that's okay? Because, people so in their feelings about this stuff, and then they'll probably call CPS just because you, all right, and I ain't even do it hard. You hear that? That's real light to the touch. The baby ain't gonna start crying unless they sensitive or whatever, or they just playing games, because some of these kids be doing that, okay? Lil Dean was just acting like ass. I'm sorry, he was being a toddler. But the problem was, it wasn't him. It was the fact that Ashley was just letting him do that. And one thing that I can't stand, and I'm sorry because I know kids will act up for real. It ain't the kids that I'm mad at or I be irked at. It be the parents, because y'all let y'all kids come out in public and then y'all just let them act upon fool and you just be sitting there like this. Baby, I be at work and them nannies, they don't give a shit. Them nannies be letting them kids just roll. I'm telling you, it's been so many freaking injuries. Kids almost falling down the steps to kids falling down the steps, okay, because the nannies ain't watching them. The kids done fall off the goddamn toys up there. We got like a little jungle gym up there. Girl, they done fell off of that. These little seat cushions and everything. And people done got bumps on their head. I'm sitting here like, how do you still have a job? how do you still have a job? Because you just ain't paying attention to the kid. And I'm sitting here like, tell that little boy to shut the hell up. Okay? I said, Ashley, you gonna discipline your child? She said, no, girl. I said, oh, so you just gonna let him cry it out. And then gonna get in your feelings at the fact that, he been asking for Michael more and more and more, and talking on the phone with with her mama, and was like, I just feel some type of way. Like, he been asking for Michael. He wanted to get back with Michael or whatever. And it's like, it just make me worry if, him and Dylan is going to, think later on when they get older that, oh, be pissed off at her because she's the reason for the divorce because she the one that wanted to leave. I said, girl, I was about to say something real wrong because I was about to say that's if Michael's still here. I'm sorry, Michael looks older than what he probably is, okay? And I'd be so mad if my child came out looking like the daddy like that. Because, baby, the only thing that little boy really got for real, that you can clearly see is Ashley's forehead. Other than that, that is all Michael. Ashley's forehead and a little bit of her complexion. That is it. That is it. I'm just sitting there looking at him like... And it ain't nothing against him. It's just the fact that she really did have kids with this man, like 2 of them. I said, girl, so you was really just... Like, you really... All right. 2 each is on, baby. 2 each is on. It just ain't mine. She on the phone. Good, baby, what we got out of this is the fact that Ashley went on ahead and got a house. Okay. And then, she was talking on the phone with her mama FaceTime. Now, did you see the mama face when she said, so we got the house with the LLC. Mama said, because mama wanted to say, you dumb bitch. And then as you're trying to explain to us, because even the producers was like, do you really think that it was smart to get the home with your husband? Like, how was this going to work? And she was like, I mean, we haven't discussed all of the ins and out about, like, if we going to go half and splitting up the mortgage or whatever, but he needs to know that this is my house and my house only. And I said, it's your house only, but you brought it with the LLC. The joint LLC. So that means that I'm pretty sure his name on there too. I don't know how that worked, but I just assume that that's how it worked. And then not only that, you said that the mortgage is $13,000 a month. Excuse the got me 13,000, girl. And talk about something, that's a lot of money that I ain't got. Girl, what are you doing and what did you getting paid? Girl, what? And Michael can't come up in that house. Baby, I don't know. Sometimes I think about this, like if I'm providing, I feel the type of way like, girl, give me a key. I need the key. I'm paying half for the bills up in here, so I should be here half the time too. We ain't got to do nothing, but baby, I'm finna come in whenever I want to. I sound so toxic, but hey, it is what it is. But 13,000, can we get within our means, baby? Can we get within our means? Lil Dean was ready to go. He clocked out after he heard 13,000. I said, Shorty, I feel you. I feel you, baby. That would have made my blood pressure rise. I'd be sitting here every day trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this money. That's how I be. Then we get on the we see Giselle up there. Girl, Giselle ain't got shit to do. Mama is up here getting excitement from getting branches off the top of that cabin that she called a house. Okay? That wood-long cabin that she called a house. I said, all right. Candice getting ready for her little video release party. She talking to her sis about it. She excited. Moving on from that, we get Karen. She's doing a little business, talking about the little candles and stuff. Karen, you lost your goddamn mind. Let me tell you something. Somebody posted, and I hope it was real, because if it wasn't, but if it was, girl, I guess I ain't finna be buying no Ladom, okay? And the only reason why I say that, because listen, them candles, I know it was special holiday candles or whatever, it's $130. It was $130, and that ain't even shipping and handling and taxes included. I said $130 just because it's what, 4 wick? Girl, give me a Walmart candle, okay? What y'all say? Mainstay will do it, okay? Mainstay will do it, and it smells just as good. Anyway, moving on from that, you know, she gets on the phone and she was talking to Mia. Mia was talking about how, you know, she had a gluten allergy reaction, you know, from being out there at Robyn's little bachelorette party. Mind you, Robyn was over there trying to work out with Juan. Robyn is full of shit. I saw that Watch What Happened Live. Robyn was full of shit. Andy really wasn't buying it. You know, people was trying to act like Andy really told her a new one. Andy didn't really go in on her the way that people was trying to say that he was. But at the same time, you could tell that he was frustrated and he did not believe not one word that she said. Robyn, let me tell you something. You really want us to believe that Juan paid for that lady who was from Canada and who was dating somebody on the Mavericks basketball? Okay, you want us to believe that she was dating somebody from the Mavericks and she flew down here from Canada and she lost her wallet up in the casino or whatever it was, and so she couldn't call nobody but Juan, and Juan had to come down there and to pay for the hotel room, and he just stayed up in the lobby, swiped his card, and he left? Come the fuck again, Robyn, okay? Like, I don't even want to be cussing like that, but girl, you got to stop playing. You have got to stop playing. And I know, you know, sometimes we just want to be in love and we just want to not look stupid, but baby, you just look stupid and you just keep on piling on and you just keep on making yourself look dumber and dumber every time you repeat this story. One, it's because you are allowing yourself to make it seem as if this story is true, and I really feel like you know that it's a lie, but you just keep on saying it so much that you're trying to convince yourself that it's the truth so that you can, you know, feel better about the fact that you still with this man, okay? And that this man cheated on you. That's just basically what it is, okay, girl? Ain't nobody, listen, she got a man. She couldn't call her man to come swipe his card, give her the card number. Couldn't do that. You mean to tell me her man couldn't call her down there and have the hotel and all that stuff already together? Or you mean to tell me that, you know, in the day and age of Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, all of that stuff, girl, all these electronic ways of getting money without actually having to go see that person, why couldn't do that? That nigga smashed. Anyway, moving on from that, they was up there, I need to get this, I gotta get in shape for this wedding. I said, girl, all right. I ain't gonna lie, she did look cute at her little wedding. I saw the pictures. Them pictures was good. The dress was cute. I said, Robyn, you did a good job on that one. Thank God. Meanwhile, you know, Mia said she had got a little gluten allergy from the little chicken wing or whatever because she was so goddamn drunk she was eating stuff that she wasn't supposed to. I said, girl, been there, done that. Anyway, you know, so she wasn't that drunk that she remembered that, you know, girl, I was up there eating and doing all this stuff, and next thing I know, the people was just talking your name. It was like, Karen this, Karen that, and she was like, who was talking? And it was like, you know, Sharice and, you know, probably Giselle or whatever. And what was she saying? What was they saying? Baby, they was talking about how Sharice said, you know, that you just you known for just fucking everything that just walks. You know what I'm saying? You fuck every time Dick and Harry and Ray and Mr. Blue Eyes, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, you know? And it was like, you know, the last time y'all went out or whatever, you was fucking some bartender. I said, girl, she said the waiter. She said the bartender or whoever worked there. Somebody. And I was like, ooh. And she said, girl, did you defend me? Mia said, not really. I said, you know what? To be quite honest, Mia, you should have just said, girl, I was drunk as shit. And that would have been a complete honest truth. She was drunk because she said, girl, what? You literally, we saw that she didn't even understand what was going on. So, you know, now here come Karen. Now, no, you know, Mia, if I would have been in your position, I would have defended you. Okay, so I'm going to have to put you on pause. I said, girl, what? Now, Karen, all right. So Robyn had her parents come over, right? And of course, this the first time that they was looking at the house or whatever. So, you know, they going around, seeing how it is. You know, mama giving critiques. Baby, I don't like them drapes. You know what I told you about drapes that have be on the floor, right? Robyn's like, okay, I'll take care of them. But basically, you know, this is when Robyn finally tells them that, so when we go down to Jamaica for Juan's brother-in-law to get married, and or I should say Juan's brother or whoever, girl, whoever, Juan's people getting married, and then we gonna get married down there in Jamaica right afterwards the next day. Girl, mama said, so how come you just not telling us? You ain't invite us? She was like, cause it's just gonna be me, Juan, Carter, and Corey. And it was like, and you could put us on there too. And she go, the whole thing, it just don't make sense to me. It just feels like, on the one hand, I get it because any other time I wouldn't, it wouldn't bother me because, you know, you never know what people got going on. You never know what type of situation they got going on with their folks, and how come they would just want it to go elope, or, you know, they just want to go down to City Hall and just have them two and a random witness, or, you know, they don't want to bring the whole family in and they just only want to bring a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But in this situation, it's just the sneaky way that Robyn is doing stuff. It's like you're trying to hide stuff. It's like you're just trying to hurry up and get it over it to say that you did it. I don't know. It's just weird, okay? And I would have invited my mom and my daddy, especially if we close and they've been through this whole situation with us or whatever. I would have at least told them and gave them the option of if you want to come and support or not. But see, that's her decision. Mama and daddy felt some type of way, but they eventually said, all right, I get it. It is what it is. But she was like, if I invite y'all, yeah, I'm gonna have to hear, and then we gonna have to invite the siblings, and then we gonna have to invite the cousins, and then we gonna have to, no, you don't. No, you don't. If anything, your mama and your daddy should be there, because, baby, we don't know how long they got. Okay, I mean, that's a joyous occasion, right? Let your mom and daddy partake in it. But hey, that's Robyn's decision. It is what it is. Moving on from that, we get Mia. Mia is so Mia is funny. I don't care. At this point, girl, Mia funny to me, all right? I still mad at her. Still mad at her a little bit. I got to see how she do on the reunion. You know, because, you know, sometimes next, when we bring it back for a new season, I give people clean slates. So I'm going to still be mad at her for right now. I'm going to see how she do on the reunion. But I'm going to be 100% honest. That bitch is funny to me, because Mama and Gordon were going down there to the doctor. Okay, this the umpteenth doctor that we didn't see. Because remember how the season started off, she said she had a lump in her ass. She said she had a lump in her ass and she ain't know what was going on. Baby mama thought she had cancer. You know what I'm saying? She said, girl, I don't know what's happening, but my ass is lumpy as fuck. And I said, oh, what's going on, baby girl? And, you know, she up in there with the doctor and she just being so dramatic. Girl, she sat down there with Gordon. Gordon, I know Gordon just be sitting there like, I'm sitting here like, how do you entertain that? Because she said, you know, get in the news and realizing that something could be wrong or whatever with me, it just put things in perspective. You understand? And it's like getting that news from the doctor that I possibly don't have that long to live. He said, that's the news that you get and that's the way that you interpret it. AKA, you doing too much. That is not what that meant, okay? That's basically what Gordon was saying. And so when Miss Lady come in, we find out all the procedures and stuff that she went through. She went to get the biopsy. She went to a hematologist because they thought that she could have possibly had lymphoma. What was it? Leukemia or something like that. They thought that she probably could have had lymphoma. Girl, the lady said, we went to do all these tests. And basically what it was looking like, you could have possibly, especially we tested you to see if you could have sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis. There it is, okay? Mind you, that's what Bernie Mac passed away from. And you know, she said it could be topical or it could be internal and it can affect some of the organs. And I believe with Bernie Mac, it affected his lungs or something like that. So that's what, you know, he passed away from, unfortunately. And then the Miss Lady said, girl, you ain't got that. So what we going to look into, you know, we're going to look at your lymph nodes and all that. Because she did say she had a swollen lymph node. That was one of her concerns. That is a cause for concern. I ain't going to lie. Because sometimes that could be a sign that something is wrong. And you don't want your lymph nodes to be messed up. Okay? Baby girl, at one point, all I heard was, because Gordon said, you know, so basically you could find out whether or not if it's tropical, you mean it'll be just like a minor aggravation. And the doctor said, yeah, a rash. said, me and you done had a rash. Now, girl, I understand some of the irritation and the frustration because after I had this surgery on my ankle, the one that's bothering me now, okay, there was a rash that came about it like probably a month and a half afterwards in the healing process when it was actually starting to slowly heal up. It wasn't bothering me, but then that bitch started popping up, like it was like raising up a little bit. I said, what is this? And it was red. Somebody dog outside. It was red and everything. I'm sorry to give y'all these details or whatever. And I said, what the fuck is this? Girl, it was just a little surgical rash or some shit because my skin was getting irritated, and then I do got eczema, so that's all of that, and it just now cleared up. So when the lady was like, oh yeah, because you've been dealing with this for what, 7 months, I said, you know what, sometimes rashes just don't go away right away, okay? Because listen, I just told y'all mine just went away and it's like February, bitch. I just realized that it's gone away. Anyway, I'm just sitting here looking at me like, you did all... On the one hand, I don't want to shade her and be like, you know, you doing the most, but you kind of did the most. But at the same time, she could have kept it to herself until she went and got the proper diagnosis of what was going on. You feel what I'm saying? Because now people thinking that you probably like you was doing this for attention. That's what people thought that you was doing it for attention. But you did do it right in the sense that you was going out to try to find out what was wrong. Because if you got something wrong on your body or whatever, go get that shit checked before it can get worse. You know what I'm saying? I said, Mia, girl, you better go put some hydrocortisone ointment on that and call it a day. And then, you know, she said, you know, she had some swollen stuff around her lymph node, in her groin area or whatever. I said, baby, do you have an ingrown hair or something down there? Let me stop. So Giselle and her girls, they go out for ice cream. And this is where, you know, she winds up telling them something about some dude, Steve, that we saw earlier in the season mentioned one time. Girl, bitch, we don't care, okay? Because we know it's a lie, we know it's fake, and we know it's nothing. Girl, I don't like this camera way that's looking. I don't know if it's my eyeballs or not, girl. Am I the... Is it the light? I don't know. I'll have it fixed by the next time we do this shit. Anyway, and then she wound up telling them about the fact that she about to have a hysterectomy because she got some fibroids, tumors that was up in her stomach area or whatever, in her uterus. And she said the last time that she had checked, baby, they doubled in size. I said, oh my God, yeah, go ahead and get that thing taken out. When them girl, one of the twins said, your uterus get taken out? How you gonna pee? I said... And then it was like, so what, they gonna take your ovaries out too? I said, girl, now truth be told, I'm not gonna fault them for that one because, you know, I heard hysterectomy and I always thought it was just the full reproductive system. You know, all of that, you know, the cervix, the uterus, the ovaries, fallopian tubes, all that shit, right? So I just had to go look it up. It ain't. But, Giselle said, what are they doing up in school? I said, I don't know. It seems like they skipped sex education. Y'all still had, y'all kids got to take sex education. Do y'all have to get permission? I don't know if we had to get permission, but I know it was a requirement before we can graduate or move on to the next, okay, move on to the next grade. There it is. But Giselle, all right, that's cute. Also, you know, Karen had called Wendy because Wendy was over there getting dressed and ready for Candice's event. Baby, let me just tell you this. Wendy is so goddamn fine to me. Ooh. She was finding shit up in that saying, I ain't gonna lie, okay? And of course, Karen had to tell her about what happened at the little, you know, Robyn bachelorette party and the stuff that was being said. She said they were saying so much stuff, I'm not even gonna repeat it. But, you know, I asked Mia, did she stand up for me? And she said no. And then here go Wendy. She said, in the words of Martin Luther King, it ain't the ones, the enemy that's the loudest. It's the, you got to watch out for the friends that's silent. Girl, I know I butchered that quote, but y'all get what I'm saying. I said, oh, okay. You know, I really couldn't pay attention because, girl, Wendy found the shit. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'm done crushing. So then, you know, it's time for, you know, Candice's little video release party. All the people show up, you know, Ray, well, Giselle show up first. Giselle walked past Chris and she was like, "Hey, sir, how you doing?" He was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And kept on doing what he had to do. Truth be told, Giselle talking about some, if you did something, it's one of those situations where you should just talk it out so we can just move past it or whatever, have a little conversation. Baby, at this point, ain't no conversation. And I was with Chris sitting up in that confessional with Candice. Listen, sometimes people just want to go ahead and apologize and say things or whatever just so that they can move on past the stuff, whether they agree with it or not. But this ain't one of those situations. And I was 100% with him. We not gonna apologize for nothing, okay? Because the way she dragged this stuff and the way that she was trying to make it look over something that, was so small and you tried to make it so big, it's just like, girl, please. Meanwhile, of course, Sharice came there. She ain't got nothing else to do. A scholar should have been on this season, okay? She been popping up here and there. A scholar should have been on this season, truth be told. Candice came up in there, and Candice was just talking, and she was just talking about how she invited her friends, her family, and then she said it's a whole bunch of other people in here that I do not know, because it was some girl that gave her a hug. She ain't know who that was, okay? But she said, girl, they here to celebrate me, so that's that. And, Karen and Ray popped up. So you got Giselle and Sharice, they sitting there looking like, and here goes Sharice. There go your friend. I said, why do you care? Why do you care? At the end of the day, when you think about the stuff that Sharice was putting out there about Karen, it's like, why do you care so much? Okay, why are you holding on to this? And this is not going to make any situation any different from what it is, okay? Because we still, girl, let me put this down. They still don't like you. It's still over and done with, okay? So, like, the lady don't want nothing to do with you, so you just gonna hold that anger. You gonna hold on to that. You gonna hold on to that, and every time you see her, you gonna say something. Baby, it is over. It's done with. The season is wrapped. You played no position that really mattered, okay? Because truth be told, the stuff that you spilled wasn't really tea. All right, it was old stuff. Okay, y'all brought up Mr. Blue Eyes. Okay, y'all been saying she was messing around with this person, that person. Come up with something else, okay? Meanwhile, talk about something. She don't even want to come over here. Girl, what she need to come over there to you for? Okay, and truth be told, she don't need to come over there to Giselle, because Giselle ain't nobody friends, to be honest. Meanwhile, Candice up there talking about something, so who gonna introduce me? Who gonna introduce me? I said, girl, you was already at the bar talking or whatever, so they would have got some dude to come announce that she was there. And then she come walking in where she was already walked in at. I said, I was like, you know what? I would have been like one of the people that was clapping like this. Because, girl, I just saw you. So, that was the only issue I had with that. But then, Wendy and Eddie showed up. Mia and Gordon showed up. Ashley eventually showed up. And then, Wendy and Ashley get to talking because this was the first time they actually seen each other since Mexico. Baby Ashley had to let her know what people was being talked about when they was at the little bachelorette party because, oh, you was the topic of discussion. And it's about you and Mia kissing. And Mia talked about something you wanted to touch her or wanted you to do something or whatever with her vagina and all that stuff. And she was like, girl, Mia, you said what? No, Mia, girl, you the one that said that you wanted to touch my box, okay? You wanted to eat my box. That's just what it was. And, they hugged it out and all that stuff. And Mia, Wendy in that confessional said, so she wanted a taste of Godiva. I said, it's understandable, girl, because I do too. She said, all you had to do was ask, and I probably would have thought about it. I said, now, bitch, don't do that. Don't play games like that, okay? Moving on from that, and truth be told, even though it kind of like tickles me, we know there ain't nothing going on with them, and it just seems so contrived and so... Can we come up with something better? That's what it seems like. That's how I feel. I got my giggles off of it, but it also, in a realistic way, it's just like, girl, y'all couldn't come up with something else. But okay, moving on from that. Everybody want to be fake gay. Moving on. Candice, she finally get introduced and by the Jasmine brand, the lady that had the blonde braids and the pink black braids. That's the Jasmine brand. The blogger who's in charge of the Jasmine brand. That's Jasmine. Shout out to you, Jasmine. you know, so she gets up there, she introduces Candice. Candice get up there giving her little speech, and I said I wasn't gonna cry. I said, girl, you gonna what? I said, of course you're gonna cry. I said, girl, all right. You know, she talked about her mom and her dad giving her encouragement, all this stuff, woo, woo, woo. You know, thanking her management, thanking her people. And then she thanked her husband because that's her boo and everything. And she said, don't give what nobody say. These people that ain't got nothing going on with their lives can hate all they want to. But at the end of the day, she got love and that's her man. And that's just what it's going to be. And she going to stick beside him. I said, as you should. As you should, because they was playing with y'all marriage for real, for real. You know, moving on from that, so they premiered the video, Insecure, with Trina. And everybody was watching it or whatever. And Mia gonna say something, well, it ain't no parking lot. I said, girl, you be quiet. She gonna say the budget ain't low no more. It's high. I said, baby, don't talk about budgets. Even though that was somewhat of a compliment, don't talk about budgets because we don't know about yours right about now. All right, you know. And then they gonna ask Giselle, what did you think about me, Candice song? I don't even remember it. You know, I just wish her the best in her music career. I said, girl, shut your hating ass up. If you was gonna sit here and act the way that you act, I would say why show up, but we know why they showed up. Oh, excuse me. We know why she showed up. Showed up because she got to, because they wrapping up the season. That's just what it was. Because everybody and their mama that don't even get along and interact anymore, they had to show up there. The whole entire cast, the husbands, the housewives. And then here comes Robyn. Robyn late as hell as always, okay? The video has already premiered. And you come up in there because she had to go to her future sister-in-law bridal shower. Girl, you should have just stayed there. She said I needed to get paid so I can play for this fake wedding. I said, all right. We'll give you that. So Karen finally over there with the group or whatever, and she talking to Giselle, and then she gonna say, did you hear what happened and what people were saying or whatever about you? And she said, yeah, Mia gave me the rundown, but you know, I hear it, but I don't care. You know, like I'm not acknowledging anything or whatever. And she was like, oh, so did you hear, did Mia tell you that she called you a prostitute? I said, now Giselle, why are you being this messy? Now, let me tell you something. It's a certain type of messy that she's trying to achieve, and she just can't achieve it. It feel like, you know, baby, are you in competition with Ashley to try to see who gonna be the messiest at this point? Because it just not working. It's so obvious what you're doing, and then you in the confessional talking about some, you know, I'm just trying to be messy. That's just what it is. Mia came over there and she said, no, girl, I heard hotel, I heard bathroom, I heard worker, I heard this. So I'm like, what y'all trying to do, call her a prostitute? And that's literally what she did. She did not call Karen a prostitute. She asked the question, you trying to say she a prostitute? And Cherie said, no. You know, she just like to fuck around. That's just basically it. Because prostitutes get paid for their stuff. You know, and Karen said, baby, that ain't even what it is. It is what it is. You know, if I was getting paid for some stuff, I ain't never got paid for nothing to have sex with nobody or whatever. And at the same time, you know, I can understand the frustration that Karen is going through because people just talking dumb mess, and then you bring this. Because at this point in time, Karen was on, she was kind of safe. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, because prior to Cherie's coming, there really wasn't anybody talking too much. They probably were talking, but not as much as they've been talking this season about her having an affair, her doing all this other stuff or whatever. And then Charisse came through, and now she's doing all this stuff or whatever, just putting all this out there into the open. And 9 out of 10, like I said, it's not surprising to anyone. It's not surprising to the viewers. It's not surprising to the castmates or anything. And I'm just not understanding what is Charisse trying to accomplish here. This is not the way that you get back on the show, because we don't want you on the show. This is beyond messy, and it serves no purpose, okay? Because at the end of the day, we don't give a shit. We don't care if she fucking around, because the majority of us is not blind. Like I keep saying, we know Ray is not hitting it, okay? We know that man is not hitting it. Did you see the way that he was holding her purse? He was clutching it for dear life. He is not hitting it, okay? Baby, no. Okay? And I'm just sitting here like, All right, and when Sharice came over there trying to talk to her, oh, so you don't want to talk? No, bitch, we ain't gotta talk. Okay, and I get it. Yeah, Karen do have a history of just running away, whatever. And Robyn talk about something. See, that's what she does. That's what she does. I knew it. You know, she just runs away. She do this, and she want to talk about stuff, and she conveniently want to talk about it when Ray ain't there, whatever. And she just want to run away, and she full of this and full of that. I said, Robyn, you the last person should be talking about somebody full of shit or full of whatever, because you full of shit. You've been running away from this wedding situation and your problems in your relationship for years. So girl, you ain't no better. So it's the pot called the kettle black, bitch. Okay, so let's stop it. Let's stop it with all the bullshit that you done put yourself and everybody in on this cast right about now with this dumb situation about your man cheating when we already knew as well. Like you said, if they got some stuff going on, girl, they got some shit going on. If you want her to put her stuff out there, baby, why don't you put your stuff out there? Giselle, put your stuff out there. Everybody put their shit out there. Only half the cast is putting their stuff out there, and the other half is not. That's all that I'm saying. Okay. And you know, Mia took her to the side, Karen, and basically said somebody at some restaurant said that you was fucking around with their best friend up in Vegas. Karen said, I don't even know who that person is. I ain't never been to that restaurant, and I don't this and that. And she was just getting real upset and defensive. And for some reason, you know, the way that she responded, I said, bitch, Karen, you're lying. I felt like Karen was lying. And, you know, I know Mia lies, but for some reason, when she was sitting at confessional, she said this ain't got nothing to do with Sharice. I heard this rumor last year, and I wasn't kicking it with Sharice last year. So, okay. And they had already said people heard stuff, you know. And Karen talked about something. I am a mother. I am a businesswoman. I am a council community person or whatever. I said, girl, that don't mean nothing. It's a whole bunch of mamas out here getting their back blown out by people other than their mates. Okay, it is what it is. You know, you got a little freak in you, and it's okay. It's okay. At the end of the day, if that is the arrangement that y'all got going on, that's what y'all got going on. It is fine. For a person like me, I don't see the issue, okay? I'll be like, yeah, I fuck other bitches, and she do too. You know what I'm saying? And then we fuck them together. Like, what the hell? If that's what we got, that's what we got, you know? But, you know, everybody just want to be so secretive or whatever, and they don't realize, like, it's making the situation worse, because it's like, girl, what is you hiding? But at the end of the day, we don't have to say nothing if we don't want to say nothing. So, and why do you need to press me? Why does my life need to be pressed against yours? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Moving on from that, Karen left. I said, bitch, you ain't finna run me out of nothing. You is not. I'm finna stay here and enjoy my time. And every time she leave, now I'm just thinking like, yeah, Karen, you not making yourself look any better. Okay, stay there and you know, stand up in the shit. That's just all you gotta do. Stand in the face of it. Moving on from that, they get to this whole situation about Candice come over there and she give a little toast and saying hey to everybody and, you know, thank you for coming and all this stuff or whatever. Earlier, Giselle had talked to Candice and said that, you know, you said that Chris wanted to talk to me, wanted to talk. Do you think it's okay if I can do, we can talk here? And she was like, yeah, about that. He did say he wanted to talk, but I don't think that this is the occasion to talk right now. And she is absolutely correct. And then Giselle brings it up again in front of the group, and especially Ashley talking about some, you know, if you want to talk or whatever, why don't we talk? I'm going to tell Candice, well, or tell them, yeah, Chris said that he wanted to talk, but I've been here for hours and he ain't been over here to speak. And I'm sitting here like, this is what's frustrating. These people are well grown, and yet they act like children. They act like things supposed to happen on their time, when they want it, when they say it, and how they say it, and how they want it. And that is not how the world works. Giselle, you're 50 whatever years old, right? You should know that if a person say, I want to talk to you, and they don't tell you when they're going to talk to you, they're going to talk to you on their time, not your time. They don't want to say that they wanted to talk to you. So therefore, you sit back and you wait until they contact you and say, can we meet up at this time? Or can we talk on the phone right about now about this situation? That's what you do. You don't force somebody and get upset at somebody because they haven't spoken to you yet. Why would he want to bring up this whole situation at his wife's party that is celebrating her so that it can take a distraction off of her and put it on him and you, because we don't know which way that this situation is going to go, the conversation is going to go. Case in point, Ashley. Oh, I feel like it's so immature. We telling people this and going from this person to this person. If we got a problem with a person, why don't we just go ahead and tell that person to our face? And I'm finna go talk to the person that up there talking about threatening me on Twitter, and then you ain't gonna say that in my face, and then gonna tell Candice, can I go talk to your man? And she was like, I don't think that you should, and she gonna say, fuck that, we grown, okay? And she go over there talking to Chris, and Chris was basically like, cause she brought up the tweet or whatever, and he did more than I would have did. I wouldn't have paid her no mind. He gave her too much. Talking about basically, he defended himself, and you gonna get upset at the fact, girl, that your friend up here talking about he was touching her arm, and you up here telling people that, or whoever was telling people that he was grabbing asses, so he has a right to be mad. And I don't care that he tweeted whatever the hell it is that he tweeted, and then you sitting all up in his face, and basically, he was just like, fuck all that, okay? It is what it is. Like, he got mad. And then she was like, she said something that really pissed him off, and it kind of pissed me off too. I can't remember. Oh, it's getting me irritated. Girl, it'll come back to me. But either way, he got mad and he said, fuck this, I'm not doing this shit. And she was like, what did I say? It wasn't even bad. What's going on? And you sit there with a deer and dumb headlights look, but yet you smiling about it. So she knew exactly what she was doing. And let me just tell you this. At one point in time, Ashley, you better be glad Candice is not the one that throw hands. Okay? You better be glad that bitch will cry and she'll cuss you out with her words before she physically assault you, okay? Because you deserve, and I don't even want to advocate for violence like that, but truth be told, Ashley been deserved to be popped. And if y'all go back from her very first season, I think it was season 2, I don't know, was it season 2 or season 1? Has she been on here all season? I think it was season 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, she been starting shit ever since. And I did not like her, okay? And she has not grown. And I understand that that's her role, and she played well. She plays it well with being messy as hell, okay? And it's just goddamn ridiculous at this point. Girl, you better be careful. That's what I'm saying. Robyn almost popped your ass. You ain't learned from that. Somebody else need to almost do pop your ass, because you doing too goddamn much. You ain't finna tell no grown man he gotta apologize to you after you and your ugly ass. Oh, I hate the fact that I just said that, but girl, there it is. You and your trifling ass friend that don't nobody fucking want, okay? I don't even know if her husband want her. Girl, you up here worrying about something. And Deborah, bitch, if this man did this stuff to you, why don't you tell your man so he can talk to him man to man? It wasn't that deep, so obviously ain't shit happening. Girl, get the hell out of here. Get the hell. Ashley had told Chris, you gotta understand that some of your actions been looked at as questionable, and that's what caused him to blow up and leave. And my whole thing is this. Ashley is not even talking to him on behalf of herself, okay? All of this is because of that girl, you know what I'm saying? So you inserted yourself into something that didn't involve you, that didn't have no dealings with you, and then you get upset because he said something back to you, and now you're talking about something, it wasn't that bad that I said. Baby, I'm not trying to hear that, okay? And like Candice said, and I felt so bad for him while he was sitting out there. It's like he said he can't win with nobody, okay? And I said, Chris, fuck these bitches and just worry about your household, and that's it. Girl, after that, that's when everybody, started leaving. Even Wendy said, what exactly did you think his response was going to be? I'm grown. We can talk. Okay, yeah, but it's called time and place. That wasn't the time, nor the place. Dumb. Moving on from that, Robyn getting married. What you want me to say? It looked nice. They didn't get married in Jamaica. They got married in Maryland, and her mom and her daddy was there. She told the haters she don't care what you got to say because that man is now her husband. Baby, we don't give a damn. And of course, I ain't no hater, but I'm just saying we don't care. Nobody cares like that. Baby, I ain't even realized that Robyn had stance like that until it came out that she got married. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, girl, oh, okay, y'all stand for that. What exactly are you standing for? What exactly are you going up for? I just don't understand. Please let me in on what we supposed to be being so rah about, you know. Willing to marry to somebody that's cheating on you and, you know, put you through a whole bunch of stuff after you put them through stuff. I mean, I guess that's a partnership because y'all done went through thick and thin, you know, for better and for worse, and y'all still together. So I guess maybe they did win. I don't know. Either way, the wedding, it was cute, but, you know, so. So, whatever. Moving on. That was the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Oh, finale. Yeah, it was lackluster as hell. This season, we have to be honest, this season wasn't the best season, but it gave me some stuff. It gave me some stuff. I still liked it, but it was not the best season. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.